You may not be sticking with your good habits because they just aren't attractive enough. I'll tell you how to gussy up those good habits and how to uglify those bad ones in today's Message for Monday, a useful message for teens in 4 minutes or less. We are in the final month of the Summer of Doing series in Sidekick to Hero. So I'll be ramping up the chapter coverage each week so we can get in all the goodness of atomic habits that we can. The second law of behavior change is to make your habit attractive. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, talks about 3 things over 3 chapters that you can do to make your habits more appealing so you stick with them. First, temptation bundling. Tie something that you really want to do with something that you really need to do. For example, at the beginning of my marriage with my wife, we lived in an apartment complex that had a really nice gym with some really nice treadmills. And I know that I needed to get my cardio in every day to stay healthy, but I also wanted to binge Netflix on my couch. So I combined them and would only watch Netflix while I was running on the treadmill. And sometimes I'd go running for like over an hour because I was binging multiple episodes. In Atomic Habits, there's actually an example of an electrical engineering student who did a very similar thing. He combined his laptop to his stationary bicycle and coded it in a way where Netflix would only play if he was going at a certain speed on the bike. And if he dropped below the certain speed, then it would pause his show. That's pretty clever and a pretty great example of temptation bundling. So how can you bundle something that you want to do with something that you need to do? Next, James Clear talks about joining a community or a culture as a way to make good habits more attractive. When you are around like-minded people who all value the same good habits, it makes them easier to do. Those people you're around will honor those habits, even celebrate them with you, like being a part of a football team or a chess club or a church group. Joining a group like that is awesome, but the best community that you are already a part of is your immediate family. You are around them all the time. How can you add to or help change your family culture so that you all outwardly and intentionally value good habits? For example, in my family, for the past couple months, we've been doing cleanup parties, and each one of us is assigned a zone in the house to clean. We'll turn on some music and all do it at the same time, and we'll celebrate the great accomplishments that any one of us make in any of our zones. Our house has never been cleaner. So how can you join a community or improve your family culture to help make the good habits that you want to do more attractive? And lastly, James Clear talks about changing the mindset around your habits. He says even just slight alterations to our habits will help us stick to the good ones and lessen the bad ones. He mentioned in the book a group of friends he was having dinner with who all had quit smoking, and they had read a book that helped them to change their mindset around how they viewed smoking. That book they read helped them do some thought reprogramming, like you think you are quitting something, but you're not quitting anything because cigarettes don't do anything for you. You think smoking is something you need to do to be social, but you can totally be social without smoking. You think smoking is about relieving stress? It's not. Smoking doesn't relieve nerves, it destroys them. By the time you get to the end of the book, smoking seems like the most ridiculous thing in the world anybody could ever do, which it is. And a positive mindset shift you can do to help you stick with your good habits could be just changing one simple word. I have to do this thing to I get to do this thing. And you could apply that to anything. How you do your schoolwork, your chores, working out. And if you change that and you truly believe that you got to do those things, it was a privilege, it would change the way you approach them. So how can you change your thoughts around your good habits and your bad habits to help you better master them? Your challenge this week is to dress down your bad habits and pretty up those good habits that you want to work on this summer by doing all 3 of those things. I hope you found that video helpful. You know, if you were in Sidekick to Hero, my gamified mindset training program for teens, you would have received experience points and coins for watching it. Plus have access to like a bunch of videos and courses to help you become the confident, goal-crushing hero the world so desperately needs right now. If that sounds like your kind of thing, go grab a parent and go over to sidekicktohero.com and start your free trial today. Or, just keep watching my videos here on YouTube and get 0 experience points and coins. It's up to you, really.